these scenes as Mrs. Amanda Jordache and her daughter Elizabeth arrive at Crown Court to hear the verdict at the end of this week-long trial, which has attracted increasing public attention. The two Jordache women face charges of murder and conspiracy to murder. A verdict is expected sometime today. John Maddox, Northwest News.
So, what does everybody want?
Oh, no, you're all right. I'll get these and coffee's all round.
I'll have coffee and one more too.
Right.
Simple.
OK, coffee's full.
So, what happens now? Just wait? Yeah, I'm afraid so. Look, I know it's tough on you, but we have to think positive. The judge was obviously sympathetic.
Well, he can't do anything about it, can he?
Yes, he can, actually. He can do exactly what he did, which is to sum up in a way which more or less directs the jury to a manslaughter verdict. It's looking good, Beth.
Scary, isn't it, eh? Bloody scary, all this waiting round. And I should know. I've been there several times. It doesn't get any easier. Listen, I've been thinking. You know, if your man goes down...
Look, I'm not even contemplating it, Jimmy, all right? 4 coffees, please, love.
Have a tea.
And a tea, please.
Fair enough. That's fair news. The juries can be dead funny. So I've been wondering, what are you planning this? You know, you think they're staying on in that house or what?
She's going to walk out of here free. I've got to hang on to that.
Yeah, I know. All I'm saying is, listen, kid, 4 bedrooms, it's a big house, isn't it, eh? You don't want to be rattling round there all on your own, do you? Eh, so what I was thinking was I could do you a favour, right? Me and Jackie, we could move in. You know, look after the place. Just for a couple of years. Like.
God almighty.
No, all until she's like, you know, just an idea.
Jimmy, what did you get when you were handing out hearts? Or did you grind it down and put it into little brown paper parcels and sell it with the other stuff?
Just on the tray.
No, I'm sorry, that's a ridiculous
I
argument.
haven't finished yet. Let me just say...
It's ridiculous and it's irrelevant.
Might it help if we took a quick count?
And might I also, on behalf of my fellow smokers, make a plea for an imminent fag break?
No, in your case, with mitigation.
How long will I go?
I don't know.
10?
10? Good Lord, no.
Well, how long then? 5? 7? They won't separate us, will they? I want to go to the same prison as my mum.
How can it be manslaughter? On the other hand, I don't really see it as murder.
Would you like me to read the definition of manslaughter again?
Well, I found it rather impenetrable the first time. Would it be possible to get some clarification on this point?
We don't need clarification. Obviously, it wasn't manslaughter.
No, I'd like clarification on this manslaughter business as well.
We have the liberty of 2 people at stake here. We have to be 100% certain we know exactly what we're doing.
It could be a good sign, you know. The longer the jury stay out, it means they haven't come straight to a guilty verdict.
Do you think? They're just acquit Beth. That's all I care about. Oh, please, God, let them acquit Beth. Then I don't really care. I'll serve whatever time I have to.
Haven't you served enough time for that scumbag, eh? Ever since he died and every minute he was alive.
When the baby's born, as soon as it's old enough, you will.
Of course I will, man. I'm a dad. I'll look after it for as long as...
It was so strange in court. Sometimes it felt like they were talking about someone else. I couldn't believe it was me they were talking about. Do you think they'll allow me to take my handbag with me? You never see prisoners with handbags on the telly, do you?
Man.
Listen, you better take my keys.
Oh, for God's sake.
Listen, if Rachel doesn't come, will you give her this? It's just some things I thought about last night that I wanted to say to her.
Mum! What's this?
You stay strong.
Here's Rachel.
Where?
And look who's come to Crow, the Wicked Witch of the West.
Rachel, I'm really glad you came. I wanted to say goodbye in case...
Look, I think we'll just, I take it nothing's happened yet.
No, not yet.
Right, Jean, I think we'd better leave these good people in peace. Miss Jordes, would you like a cup of coffee?
Not at the moment, thank you.
Right, well, I think we will. Come on, dear.
No, Rachel.
Come on, Rachel, say your goodbyes. I don't want this dragged out.
Well, I don't care what you want. Mum wants to talk to Rachel alone.
It's all right, Beth. Rachel, I've written you a letter. And I've tried to explain things in it. Everything that happened, everything I did, I was trying to protect you.
Oh, don't blame the child.
I'm not. I'm trying to apologise to her for failing so badly. Rachel,
Mum.
If I get sent to prison, I'd like to go and live with Sinbad.
Alone in that house with a single man? A child of Rachel's age and him not even a relation?
What are you trying to imply?
Call yourself a mother.
You trying to say I'm anything like your brother?
Will you please think about it, Rachel? Because I'd feel much happier if I knew you were with somebody who really cared about you. And that's nothing against Mr. and Mrs. Crosby, because they've been marvellous, but we can't go on imposing on them.
I'm sorry. Rachel and I have discussed where she's going to live. It's already been decided.
Well, not by us, it hasn't.
She's coming to live with me in Ireland. Aren't she, love?
Is that really what you want?
Mum, when I was in court, it wasn't because... I had to tell the truth, Mum.
I know, love.
Come on, Rachel.
Read the letter.
You wouldn't choose to live with that cow if you knew what she was really like.
Quickly.
She's an evil bitch. And she's been sending us hate mail for weeks.
Listen to your sister. You know she's lying.
Complete with death threats.
It's true, Rach.
She sent us a lethal dose of tablets sellotape to an anonymous letter. Didn't you, Auntie Brenner? Now, if you want to choose to live with her, well, that's fine. But she's twisted. Just like Dad was.
My God, Elizabeth, you're not even satisfied now he's dead, are you? You have to keep dragging his memory through the mud. She's lying. She's good at it. Always was.
That cafeteria's chock-a-block again.
Do you think we should just...
No, don't go.
Come on, Rachel. It's time we went home.
No, I'm not going to live with you.
Don't be silly. Where else would you live? I'm family.
I'll stay with Mr. and Mrs. Crosby, if they'll have me.
As long as you want to, Rachel.
You just want to use me to get back at Mum and Beth. Well, I won't. I want to stay with people who care about me.
Come on, love. We'll get a cab back to the close.
No, I want to stay. I want to be here for the verdict.
Julia. Rach.
I know what you're going to say.
Cam, your mum and me, we know. We understand you don't want to say anything against your dad.
He never touched me.
No. It's, your mum and Beth knew. And they just thought, well, you know, if you could say something to the barrister, I mean, anything, just say something.
Can't lie, Sinbad. He didn't touch me.
Okay, okay.
I'm not arguing about that. What I'm saying is that abuse, beatings, psychological terror, none of that is a defense.
Oh, yes, it is. Excuse me, but
I'm sorry, it isn't. That's just an emotional response.
Well, what kind of response am I supposed to have?
A slightly more logical one. Look, if you excuse this woman on the ground that she's a battered wife, then for God's sake, where does it stop? Hmm? You're as good as giving injured wives license to stick a knife into the husbands whenever they've got a gripe against the poor guy.
Reductio ad absurdum. The reduction of an argument to the point of absolute absurdity.
Well, you'd be saying it's PMT next, or headaches or something.
I'm not sure that's quite fair.
Well, I'm sorry, but I don't go for this diminished responsibility rubbish.
Neither do I, it so happens. But I don't think
So you're saying that all women are murderers under the skin? That they'd all stick a knife in the fellas given half a chance?
I think he is. Yes. And I think fundamentally that's what the law's saying.
No, I am not saying that at all. Look, I've got a perfectly happy wife at home and several extremely happy children. And I'd like to get back to them tonight so I can spend some time with them. Can we get off this nonsense and address the issues?
Well, look, bearing in mind that we've been instructed that the court is prepared to accept a majority decision...
Logically, of course, you're right. I have no option but to find them guilty on all counts. But I'm extremely unhappy about it. And I wish there was an alternative. The law has failed these women because they were too frightened of this man to act at the moment of maximum provocation. It assumes that it's a premeditated killing.
It was a premeditated killing. Weed killer, pills, knife.
But surely it was self-defense. 20 years of mental and physical abuse.
I'm afraid that's back to cumulative provocation. That's not the defence we have to consider.
But surely that's the crux of the whole case.
Look. Okay. However much you sympathise with what these women went through, and I do sympathise, you cannot get away from the fact that they conspired to kill him in cold blood. And even at the moment when she put the knife in his back to save her daughter, they were busy crushing up painkillers to finish off what they'd failed to do with weed killer.
I'm so sorry, Sinbad.
Sorry? What for?
I should never have let you get involved with me. I tried. I did try not to let it happen, but I couldn't stop myself.
Hey,
and I've ruined your life now. I'm sorry. For everything.
You know, you talk more rubbish than anyone else I know. Listen, I didn't have a life before I met you. I was nothing.
But if I could turn the clocks back, though, I would do anything. Anything not to have dragged you through all this.
You still don't get it, do you? Man, these last 2 years have been... Well, ever since me and you... I just want to say that despite everything, despite burying the body, the funeral, the lies, McGuire, despite all that, I've never been so... I've been alive. And I never was properly before. I was nothing without you. You've given me everything. You've given me a life, a family, the girls, this little one in here. So don't you ever say you're sorry to me.
Have you still got that ring?
Crown and Jordash and Jordash, scored number 3. Crown and Jordash and Jordash, scored number 3. All those concerned, please return to court number 3.
We have a verdict, Mrs. Jordash.
I can't.
Mrs. Dix, are you in there?
Won't be a second, Bernard.
Everyone's going in, Mrs. Dix. I need to get
get the jury through.
Come on, Beth. They're waiting.
I can't, Alison.
Are you telling me the girl who took on the prosecution single-handed and gave the court a mouthful is too scared to go back in? Everybody's behind you, Beth. You have to come out, or they'll send a court official to get you.
I don't want to go to prison.
It's all right. It's all right. Shh, it's all right.
I didn't want to cry because they'll think I'm sorry for what I did and I'm not. I know I should be, but I'm not. I'd do exactly the same again, Alison.
It's all right. It's all right.
With this ring, I'd be... Oh, man.
Will the court please rise? Foreman of the jury, will you please stand? To my first question, will you answer yes or no? Has the jury reached a verdict upon which at least 10 of you have agreed?
Yes.
To my second question, answer only guilty or not guilty. On the first count, that of murder, do you find the defendant Amanda Jordache guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
No! You find the defendant guilty. And is that the verdict of you all or by majority?
Majority verdict.
How many agreed? How many dissented?
10 of us agreed, 2 dissented.
You find the defendant guilty of murder by a majority of 10 to 2.
We do.
On the second count, the charge of conspiracy to murder, do you find the defendant Amanda Jordache guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
You find the defendant guilty. And is that the verdict of you all or by majority?
By majority.
How many agreed? How many dissented?
10 of us agreed, 2 dissented.
You find the defendant guilty of conspiracy to murder by a majority of 10 to 2.
We do.
On the second count, the charge of conspiracy to murder, do you find the defendant Elizabeth Jordache guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Find the defendant guilty. And is that the verdict of you all or by a majority?
By a majority.
How many agreed? How many dissented?
10 of us agreed, 2 dissented.
You find the defendant guilty of conspiracy to murder by a majority of 10 to 2.
We do.
Thank you. You may sit down.
I think we can proceed straight to sentencing. Mr. Anderson, do you have anything to say in mitigation?
Yes, my lord.
But my daughter, you can't... It's not fair, you can't sentence her.
No,
She's a
Mrs.
medical student.
Jordache,
She's
you
got a whole
must
life.
allow counsel to speak for you.
My lord, I would like to say in mitigation that both defendants are of previous good character and that neither of them is in any way a danger to the public. I feel that a custodial sentence would be particularly inappropriate to Miss Jordache, who was in her second year in medical school. I think it would be a shame to interrupt and possibly ruin a promising career. I would also ask you to remember that Mrs. Jordache is pregnant. But in sentencing Miss Jordache and in making recommendations to the Home Secretary in the case of Mrs. Jordache, I would beg you, my lord, to bear in mind the appalling catalogue of beatings, mental torture, and rape to which both these women were continually subjected, and ask yourself whether they deserve more punishment. This is the nub of the case. Therefore, my lord, I would ask you to be as lenient as the law allows.
Unfortunately, Mr. Anderson, as you well know, the law allows me no leeway at all on the verdict of murder. Will the defendants please stand? Amanda Jordache, I understand the pressures you were under, and I know that none of us here can fully understand the horrors of that pressure. Nevertheless, you planned to take a man's life. You attempted to poison him, and that failing, you stabbed him to death. Therefore, on count 1, the charge of murder, I have no option but to sentence you to life imprisonment. On count 2, the charge of conspiracy to murder, I sentence you to 7 years imprisonment. The 2 sentences to run concurrently.
You can't do that.
Sit down,
Are you
sir.
not deaf or something? Didn't you hear what she went through?
Quiet, sir,
You should be
please.
paying her compensation, not locking her up. Is this what you call justice?
Any further disturbance, I shall have the usher escort you from the court, sir.
Elizabeth Jordache, I have taken into account your age, your promising career in the field of medicine, and your previous good character. Nevertheless, you unlawfully conspired to take a man's life. We live in a violent society, Miss Jordache, and the law cannot be seen to condone violence, either your father's against you or your response to it. Therefore, on count 2, the charge of conspiracy to murder, I sentence you to 5 years imprisonment.
Will the court please come to order?
And I hope life means life. Trevor can rest in peace now.
Take the defendants down.
Mandy? Mand. Come here. Come on, son. Come on. Okay.
I'll wear the ring. I'll never take it off.
Take the prisoner down.
All rise.
I'll wait for you.
Reactions to that verdict begin in the Close tomorrow night at 8 o'clock.
What it says. Wicked and evil. Andy and Beth aren't wicked, they're not evil. It's just not true.
I must say, this whole business has severely dented my belief in British justice.
It doesn't matter what it says in here, as long as you know the truth, that's what counts, then. But what counts, Mick, is they're both still locked up.
This whole business has been a miscarriage of justice.
A life sentence. And how old is she going to be when she gets out? I mean, our baby born in prison. What can I do? I don't even know what to do about visiting. When can I see them?
I'm sure you'll be able to see them soon. I mean, there's bound to be an appeal, isn't there, David?
I presume so. Did you get a chance to talk to Mandy about that?
I only got a minute on my own with her. The look on her face when she had to go, she was terrified. I didn't even see Beth. I don't know what to do. I want to help them, but I haven't got a clue what to do.
Why don't you ring your solicitor?
Oh, it's a good idea, something positive.
And perhaps this is something the Residents Association should take up. Indeed, they could. Look out, son. If you like, I can call a meeting this evening to see what we can do to help.
Yeah, but you think anyone would be interested?
Everyone knows that Mandy and Beth shouldn't have gone to prison for what happened. Trevor was the evil and wicked one.
Absolutely. Look, would you like me to go ahead and organise a meeting?
Please, Bing. I don't know what else to do. I don't know how to help them.
What are you doing reading that?
Oh, one of the officers gave it me.
It's rubbish. They haven't printed one word of what our barrister said. It's all one-sided, twisted lies. Mum, we shouldn't be here. It's wrong.
Well, we are here and there's nothing we can do about it.
Yes, there is. We can have nothing to do with this place. Just think about the appeal and getting out of here. Right, come on, I think we've got to go to breakfast now. Mum, we've got nothing to be ashamed of. We'll just eat and keep to ourselves. Now, come on. Don't let the thought out of your head. We shouldn't be in here.
All right, Sin.
All right, Jim.
What can I say, eh? Just seen the Crosbys coming away from here. What do those two nosy Algets want?
Oh, don't be like that. They just came over to say how sorry they were about Mandy.
Yeah, well, not as gutted as I am. And I know what I'm talking about. Could be rough doing time. Those two will be feeling really depressed now. First day's always the longest.
Look, Jimmy, why are you telling me all this? Can't you see I feel bad enough? You've got a few months. Mandy's got life.
Yeah, OK, mate. Sorry, I wasn't thinking.
Just can't stop thinking about the baby when they're going to let her out.
Hey, listen. You better get used to it. It could be a long time. Could be 15 years before she gets parole.
That long?
Hey, I've got some great memories of this place, kid. Me and our Billy built that, you know. And the extension out in the garage. You must have some memories of your own. Hey, listen. You don't want to be rattling round in this place on your own. Remembering the good times. Counting off the days until she's out. Don't you think you'd be better off selling up and moving on?
I don't know. Still can't believe this has all happened.
Yeah, but it might help if you started to think about moving on and finding somewhere else.
I can't think of anything but getting them out of prison.
All the evidence about Jordash's appalling violence towards them was completely ignored by that jury. And the judge gave them an opportunity to reduce the charge to manslaughter.
Poor Sinbad was beside himself with worry.
How's Rachel taking it?
Oh, she's very quiet. Don't think it's even sunk in yet.
There must be something we can do. Are you coming to the meeting, Patricia?
Yeah, of course I'll come, but it's hard to know what we can do. Has Sinbad spoken to Mandy's solicitor?
Ah, I think he's going to phone her today.
You know, that Dixon girl, she's got one of those car boot sales out there again.
Oh, yes.
Well, it's causing an obstruction.
Stop fussing, Max. It might bring us in a few extra customers.
Well, yes, if they can get to the place. I had to park over by the petrol station, thanks to Ellie Mae's tatty little market. You know, I've a good mind to phone the police.
Didn't overreact.
Well, Barry wouldn't stand for this if he was here.
Barry was here, you wouldn't be enjoying yourself at the restaurant.
Exactly.
Well, yes, I suppose it does have its compensations. Right, I'm off.
Oh, Max, can you make a meeting of the BRA this evening? 7 at the bungalow.
I'm sorry, David. We're fully booked tonight.
It is important, Max.
We're going to see if there's anything we can do to help the Jordashes.
Why are you discussing this at the BRA meeting? I mean, your little group's hardly Amnesty International, is it?
Well, at least we can talk about it and perhaps come up with something. Surely you must agree that their sentences were far too severe.
Well, obviously I do, but I don't see why you should take it up as a matter for the Residents Association. Look, they were found guilty by a Crown Court. Full weight of the law against them. Don't see what our merry little band can do.
Well, at least we can try.
Best of luck with it, but I'm sorry, I've got to go to work. Bye.
Oh, perhaps he's right. Perhaps we aren't the ones to tackle this.
I think he rather underestimates our association.
Dad, do you know anything about visiting people in prison?
No. But you want my advice?
Yeah.
Forget it.
Yeah, but she was me mate.
Oh, yeah? Well, if she was so matey, how come she didn't tell you what was going on round there?
Yeah, for 5 years. She didn't deserve that.
Oh, Ron. Just to let you know, I'm calling a meeting of the BRA for this evening.
What's it about this time, Bing? Anything to do with that lot?
No. It's to discuss what we can do to help the Jordashes. Can I put you down as a definite?
No, don't think so.
But surely, as one of their neighbours...
Bing, they were found guilty of murder, weren't they?
Yes, I know, but if you'd sat through the trial like I had, I'm sure you'd agree they were very harshly treated.
Too right.
Harshly? Look, life doesn't mean life these days. She'll probably be out in 8 years. No, count me out, mate.
Oh, well, if I can't persuade you.
No, you can't.
What'd you have to say all that for?
Because it's the truth.
What was all that about?
Oh, Bing wants me to go to a meeting to help the Jordashes.
God, you're not going, are you?
Well, what's wrong with trying to help them?
Beth Jordash, you're joking, aren't you?
That's my girl.
I don't believe you two. You knew the pair of them. They didn't come across as cold-blooded killers.
They got what was coming to them, that's all.
Yeah, and I suppose you'd give her life for being gay, wouldn't you?
Oh, why didn't I think of that?
Everybody's entitled to their own opinions, son.
Hey, I'll see you later. Katie, where you going? I've got a jazz session at 3. Well, I've got my driving test in 10 minutes and the instructor will be here any minute. I thought you could mind the boots out for me. But you never said. Of course I did. Oh, God, I can't cancel now after all the money I spent on the intense driving course. Please. I really should be there for this session. Oh, here he is now. Please, Casey. All right. Oh, thanks. I won't be long. Take 15 quid for yourself. Cheers. Good luck.
What's she doing?
She's doing a driving test.
What is that today?
Yeah, and soft girly has numbers with her car boot sale.
Hey, if she screws it up, tell her I'll give her some extra lessons. Oh, yeah, what in? Hey, bring her to me lager promo tonight. Can be a celebration if she passes, or a Drown Your Sorrows session. You're gonna come, aren't you? Well, I was gonna go out with my boss, like... Bring him here. Can't go wrong, can you? Quid a bottle. Yeah, OK, I'll think about it. Hey, that was a bummer about Beth and her mum, wasn't it? Mind you, I suppose she's happy enough, knocked up with all those women. You're as bad as that, Jackie.
Come in.
You all right? Made your spot of lunch. There you go. Rachel, before you get stuck in, I'd just like a quick word. I hope you don't mind, but I've invited a few of the neighbours round here this evening for a residents' association meeting. And I've suggested that we discuss the situation with your mother and Beth to see if there's anything we can do to help. And I have invited Sinbad as well because he really is terribly upset about what's happened.
Will I have to be there?
No, of course not if you don't want to be.
Is my Auntie Brenna coming?
No, I haven't invited her.
I don't want to go anywhere else. I don't want to go back with my Auntie Brenna. You, Mrs. Crosby, will still let me stay here, won't you?
Rachel, that is the last thing you need to worry your head about. Of course you can stay here for as long as you want to. By the way, almost everyone I've spoken to thinks it's very wrong that your mother and Beth got such long sentences.
Do you know where they are?
No, I'm afraid I don't.
I'll be 20 when our Beth gets out. She'll be 25. My mum will be really old.
Look, we have to see what happens first. There'll probably be an appeal.
If my mum has to stay in there for years, she won't even recognise me. She'll forget what I look like.
That's not true, you know. You're her daughter, for heaven's sake. She's not going to forget you.
Thanks.
For 10 minutes and that's it.
What's going on? Do you reckon the sales caused an obstruction? Oh, well, someone bubbled me. I bet it was Max Farnham. Look, I don't know who it was. All I know is that I don't want to end up in court or something over this. Yeah, well, I'm not taking any notice to because it's not even causing an obstruction. Yeah, well, that's up to you, but the police said the cars haven't gone in 10 minutes. They're all going to get parking tickets. Oh, great.
But I did warn you, love.
Dad, you know who it was who told the police?
Could have been anybody, couldn't it?
Yeah, like Max Farnham, you mean?
Yeah, well, I wouldn't put it past him.
Anyway, how'd you get on? Passed.
Oh, great. Well done. Congratulations. Passed first time, ain't that good?
Oh, yeah, well done. Brilliant, isn't it? I passed my driving test and now the coppers are stopping me from making the money I need to buy my own car. There you go. We shouldn't be in here. God, it makes me so angry. Well, I won't cooperate. I'm not going to do anything they tell me until we get an appeal.
Beth, you can't make trouble.
Mum, they can't make me do things I don't want to do. So I'm not going to work, and I won't go to that medical that they talked about. I'm just not going to cooperate.
You're only going to make things worse.
How could things be any worse? We're stuck in here for years, and all we did was save our own lives. Well, it's wrong and it's unfair, and I'm going to fight them all until we get some proper justice.
Oh, sorry, I'm a bit late.
No, it's all right. You go in.
Jean, dear, if you wouldn't mind taking the minutes, and then we can get started.
Before we start, I'd just like to say something if I can, Bing.
Yes, of course.
Well, I'd like to say thanks for coming, everyone. I really appreciate it. To tell you the truth, I'm still in a state of shock over all this. I didn't expect it to happen.
It should never have happened, love.
Yeah, too right.
You probably all read the papers. You know, they're not telling the full story. Mandy and Beth aren't murderers. Not really. I know what they did was wrong, but it was their only way out. And they shouldn't be in prison because they've suffered enough, and I'm really worried about Mandy and the baby, and...
Hey, love, we all are. That's why we're here, eh?
Absolutely, Rosie. And what we need to do now is to discuss what we can do as an association.
Did you ring Mandy's solicitor, son?
I couldn't get through to her. She's in court today or something.
Well, I don't think there's much we can do at all until we know what chance there is of an appeal.
Well, I think we should put together a subcommittee to gather as much information as possible, and then we can all consider what to do.
Oh, David, we've tried these subcommittees before. Nothing ever happens.
Well, you say that, but...
I don't mind chairing a subcommittee. It'll mean some sort of publicity campaign, but I'd like to back Beth and Mandy as much as possible.
I'll pass. Excellent. Well, everybody in favour of that? That's carried. And I think you should include Jean and Mick and Rosie.
No problems, Ben.
Free the Brookside too, eh?
Hey, Mike. See you tried the lager. What do you think?
Yeah, not bad.
The till's ringing. I reckon we've done better than a Saturday night, thanks to me.
This is my boss, Sean. This is Carly, works here.
Assistant manager. All right. What do you be at this free Beth Jordash meeting?
Oh, yeah, Mike was telling me about that.
Her and Mike, they were like that at one time.
Oh, yeah. It said in the paper she was a lesbian.
She's gay, yeah.
I just knew her, that's all.
Not too well, obviously.
So, if you knew her, did you know anything about the murder, then?
No, take no notice of him. I just used to knock about with her, that's all.
Who's going to buy us a drink then? We're celebrating.
Celebrating what?
Bessie passed the driving test today. Something your big brother has never done.
This is my sister, Jackie, and mate, Katie. This is my boss, Sean.
Hiya.
All right.
Hiya. Come on then, we'll have a couple of bottles of this cheapo lager.
No, you're all right, Mike. I'll go. Lager, then, yeah?
Yeah, please. Hey, you never said you had such a young boss.
Don't be showing me up, Jackie.
Hey, he's all right, isn't he, Casey? I've only just met him. Yeah, well, he must be doing all right for himself, having his own company at that age.
Yeah, well, his dad handed it to him on a plate. You know, the equipment, the business, everything.
Yeah, he must be talented, though, making videos and all that.
Yeah, well, I just wish I was given the same chance. He's only a technician.
So?
So, he knows about the equipment and all that, but he hasn't got a clue about the creative side.
Oh, not like Mr. Video Diary there, eh?
Hey, I've got a bit of artistic integrity, that's all. You'd be knackered without me.
Yeah, but your bum's not a patch on his, is it, Casey? Sorry, what? Looks like she agrees.
Button it, will you? And Jackie, put your tongue away.
Do you want a hand with washing up?
No, it's all right, darling. Off you go. Yeah. There we go.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you, everyone.
See you, everyone.
See
Take care.
you, Jean.
Right, thanks for coming.
I just want to have a quick word.
See you.
Right, oh, okay.
See ya. Look, I hope you don't mind, but I wondered if it'd be all right if I had a word with Rachel.
What do you think, David?
Well, all right, but tread carefully, old son. We don't want her upset anymore, do we?
No, I won't upset her, I promise.
I'll tell you here.
Thanks, Jean.
So what sort of stuff do you make?
Anything I can get? Corporates mainly. Although I'd really like to get into commercials. That's where the money is.
Hey, you can put my name down for that. You can make a bomb doing outfits.
So what do you do, Katie?
I'm doing dance and drama at college.
Yeah, nice one.
Yeah, but she'll probably end up working in a bank or something. Or dancing all the way to the bank. If she gets a job. Yeah, we've all started looking for jobs. We're going to try and get someone to video our routines, you know, so we could send them out to cruise ships and places in London.
Have you got someone to do it?
Well, we've only talked about it, really.
We could do that, couldn't we, Mike?
What?
Oh, that'd be great. We were thinking of doing it outside, you know, different locations and that.
Sounds good.
Look, can we talk about something other than work? I've been working all day.
Sorry. What like?
Well, you could start by getting us another drink.
Same again?
Have you seen Mum and Beth?
I haven't, no.
Do you know where they are?
Yeah, but I don't know what the score is I'm visiting. Would you want to go and see them?
I don't know.
Your mum would love it, you know. I mean, it was rotten for her all those weeks when you didn't even speak to her.
I didn't know what to say. You were running away to Ireland and everything. It was horrible. I hated her.
Your mum's hoping you'll be able to forgive her one day. Do you think you'll be able to do that? And she's hoping for something else as well. See, she was dead upset when you said you were going to go off to live with your Auntie Brenna. And what she wants now is for you to come and live with me, so she knows you're safe. I mean, no one's forcing you. I wouldn't do that, Rach. But maybe one day, when things have settled a bit and you've had time to think it all out, would you think about it? I mean, your mum would be much happier if she knew you were at home with me looking after you.
Is everything all right?
Yeah, fine.
Can I have a bath, please, Mrs. Crosby? Of course you can. See you, Sinbad.
Oh, hey, here's one of our Lees.
Ah, I like that, Rosie.
Yeah. Oh, he's really picked up since all that shoplifting nonsense. His last report was really good. You know, I could have killed Rachel at the time for encouraging him to run away, but when I think back to what it must have been like in that house, oh, I hope she'll be all right.
Yeah.
Even though she's moved schools, I suppose she'll still get stick over what's in the papers, eh? How's your Leo doing?
Ah, still a few problems, you know.
Eddie told me about the footy match, all that stuff over Gary's shirt.
He's not been the same since Gary died. You know, this is the first time he's missed having one of his pictures up for parents' night. He'd have cried his eyes out not having anything up at one time, and now he just doesn't care. I'll have to talk to his teacher.
Who is his teacher?
Miss Swift.
Oh.
Must admit I'm a bit out of touch.
Yeah, I know. She was our Lee's form teacher last year. There she is.
What's she like?
She's all right. She really helped our Lee when we first moved here. She's approachable and that. Likes to really get involved with the kids.
Are you sure you can't stay for another drink, mate?
Sorry, Mike. I got to see my dad about a few things.
So, where is this small boat of yours, then?
Step this way. It's a few years old, but it's still got plenty of poke.
Hey, smart, isn't it, Casey? Yeah, it's nice. I can give one of these.
Keep on with your boot sales, you might get one. In a few years. Good night, then, guys. Let me know about that video, eh, Katie?
Yeah, I will. Gorgeous, isn't it? Paper car's not bad either.
Thanks for ruining me night, you two.
You are?
And I was going to talk to him about my future until you came muscling in.
Yeah, we'll say them like having such a fanciful boss.
Yeah, Leo used to be mad about swimming.
I'm afraid he's refused to take part in any swimming lessons in weeks, which isn't surprising in the circumstances. Perhaps if you'd have come down for a chat about his friend dying...
Oh, I'm sorry, that's down to me.
He will get over it, you know, Mr. Johnson. Work's bound to slide after an upset like that. But if we both keep an eye on him...
Yeah, so how bad is his work just now?
There's no need to worry. It's not as good as it could be, but I think he needs a bit of encouragement, that's all. We can turn him round, don't worry about that.
Thanks. Look, sorry to have kept you so long.
If parents are willing to turn up to these evenings, I don't mind how long I stay. You'd be surprised how many don't bother.
Yeah. All right, Rosie, you ready to go?
No, you're all right. No rush, honest.
Mrs. Johnson, is it?
No, this is a neighbour of mine. I started to walk her back.
Oh, yes, sorry. I remember. It's Mrs. Banks, isn't it?
Yeah, hiya.
Well, I'm sure you'll be in very safe hands. Good night, Mr. Johnson.
Good night.
Nice to meet you. Hope to see you down here more often.
Yeah, bye.
Nice to see you again, Mrs. Banks.
Ta-ra. In safe hands, I think you might have clicked there.
Behave, Rosie.
It was obvious from where I was standing. I reckon she fancied giving you a spot of detention.
Oh, get away. Do you reckon?
Do you reckon you and Michael bring Sean to the club again? Maybe. Perhaps after he's discussed his future. Yeah. Don't forget about the aerobics tomorrow, will you? Oh, I can't do them. What? Well, I missed college this afternoon because of your car boot sale. I've got to catch up sometime. Well, I can't manage on my own what I'm going to do. Well, you'll have to find someone. Oh, brilliant. So I've been paying you for the last 2 weeks and you go and just drop me like this. I haven't dropped yet. It's only one day. Well, I've got people booked for 10 sessions. I can't just let them down. Yeah, you shouldn't take me for granted. Yeah, we're getting paid, aren't you? You just dumped the car boot thing on me. You never warned me. I told you I did. Oh, no, you didn't. You just took it for granted that I'd take over while you did your driving test. Well, I'm not doing it tomorrow. Forget it. Night, Mum.
Night, night, love.
Brookside, The Women, is available on video from the usual outlets. Coming up next, a new series with excellent advice from Robert Llewellyn on how to make the best use of your camcorder.
Hello, Rose.
Oh, you're looking very smart.
Yeah, I fixed up an appointment with Mandy's solicitor off to town to see her. Mick's coming with us.
Oh, great. I'm glad you got that on the go.
Yeah. Look, I'm really made up about everybody trying to help me, you know. I mean, it really means a lot to me knowing my neighbours and everyone's behind me.
You save your thanks for when we get something done for the two girls, all right?
Yeah, I will. Anyway, I better be off.
Look, just before you go, I just wondered if any shopping you needed doing or any washing
Oh,
or
no,
anything.
no, thanks. There's no need for that.
Well, you know, I've got more important things on your mind. Must
No.
be something needs doing.
No, thanks anyway, but I'm going to need something to keep me occupied until Monday anyway. Yeah, I've got this. Mandy sent it out. I can go and visit them next week.
Oh, great. Oh, at least that's something to look forward to, eh?
Yeah.
Now, you make sure and tell him we're all thinking about him.
I
All
will
right?
do. Yeah, thanks, Rose.
Okay, love. See ya.
Okay, ta-ra, love. See you now.
Oi. Skiving off for the hangover, are you?
No, just decided to go home and get this. Do you reckon my dad'll have any sarnies left?
Oh, I thought you'd be going for lunch with Sean, finding out about your future.
Very funny. That's the first time I managed to get him out on his own and you and Katie screw it up for me.
Sorry. Tell you what, though, I wouldn't mind a car like his.
Yeah, wouldn't we all? Have you seen the one on my dad's window? That do you know?
Oh, I've read. It'd probably be a heap of rubbish.
Yeah, well, I can take you round and have a look at it if you want.
Dream on.
I know a bit about cars, you know, Jackie.
Yeah, but what you don't know is that it's too dear for me. I haven't got 750 quid.
Well, I'm only trying to help.
Are you bringing Sean round here again?
Even if I was, I wouldn't tell you.
Why not? Seems all right.
You fancy him, you mean?
Oh, what? Get lost.
Look, you're always the same. You had too much to drink and you were throwing yourself at him.
Oh, get away. I just like him, that's all.
Yeah, and his money and his BM.
Yeah, well, that does help.
Look, I don't want you making a prat of yourself and chasing after him, OK?
Well, what's wrong with getting to know him?
He's me boss. It's embarrassing.
Oh, why is it embarrassing?
Look, just stay away, OK? I don't want to mix my private life with work.
I'm a big girl now.
Hi, Sin.
Hi.
Very smart.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I've made arrangements for us to call the Pats when we've been the solicitors. Let them know how we got on.
Okay. I got a letter from the prison this morning. I can go and see them next week.
Oh, nice one. How are they?
Well, they're just trying to keep their spirits up. I wish it wasn't so long before I could get to see them, though.
Yeah, I'll soon pass, Sam.
Yeah.
Let's go and get a taxi. Jean was telling me that Bing's taking Rach to Blackpool today. Try and cheer her up a bit, you know.
Yeah, I asked Rachel if she wanted to come and live with me, you know. I didn't get anywhere.
Hey, look, don't rush it, Sin. I mean, she could have ended up in care or something. She'll be fine with the Crosbys.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah, come here.
Oh, Mike. Hey, you know what Sean was saying about the video from me and the other girls at college?
Oh, yeah.
Well, has he said any more about it?
Not to me, no.
Well, could you ask him about it for us?
He's probably forgotten about it.
Then remind him, please.
You'll have to ask him yourself.
Well, is he coming to the Luz again, do you know?
Look, I don't know. I've got no idea, OK? I'll see you later.
Hiya. Hey, I just thought I'd let you know. Sinbad's heard from Mandy.
Oh, thank goodness.
Good, that'll help. He was so upset yesterday.
I wonder how long it'll take if they do appeal.
I don't know, it could be months, I suppose.
Oh, God. I keep thinking of poor Mandy stuck in a place like that. She's such a nervous type, isn't she?
I don't think she'll be able to cope with it.
Oh, God knows what kind of people she'll have to mix with. Well, and the big problem's the baby. I mean, after all that upset of the court case and that, she could lose her.
Yeah, Sinbad's worried sick about it. But hopefully the fact that she's pregnant might speed up an appeal.
Beth's gonna have problems, isn't she? Remember all that stuff in the papers about her being, well, you know, that way?
Yeah, we've known about it for quite a while, actually. She was friends with the girl who used to be Thomas's nanny.
Oh, I didn't know. Can you imagine some of the type she's going to attract in a women's prison?
Yeah, but why should they have to cope with imprisonment at all?
I mean, haven't they suffered enough? Surely probation would have been adequate.
It's so wrong that a man can treat them like that for years, and when they're forced into doing something about it, their lives are ruined.
Glad I'm not mixed up with a fella like that. I know Eddie can be a bit of an hothead, but he's never raised his hand, never.
What would you do if he did?
I'd be right out that door, no messing.
That makes two of us.
That makes three of us.
That was Mandy's big mistake. She should have left him a long time ago.
It's easy to say, though, eh? Just wish there was something we could do to try and get him out.
Well, we'll have a damn good try.
I thought you'd at college today.
I went early. I've borrowed someone else's note, sorted out what I missed yesterday.
Oh, so there's no need for all that last night, then?
Look, I'm sorry about that, Jack. I was knackered. I'd had a few drinks. I shouldn't have said what I did. I don't want us to argue, so... Sorry, eh?
Yeah, go on. Sorry.
Wasn't a bad night, was it?
Till we got home now. So what do you think of our Mike's boss, then? All right, isn't he?
Yeah?
He must be minted. He's only a few years older than me and he's got a BMW. I thought you fancied him.
I thought you fancied him.
Well, he's all right for the laugh, isn't he? Mind you, with the card and the money thrown in, I think I could probably force myself to fancy him. How about you?
Yeah, I thought he was okay.
Oh, so you do fancy him then?
I didn't say that. I'd have to get to know him a bit more.
Is he, coming to the Lodge again, do you know? Oh, no idea. I might never mentioned it. Did I make anything to you? Who, me? No, I never asked.
Can we get it out before the baby's born? That's what I want to know.
Well, whatever we try and do, Mr. Sweeney, it's not going to happen overnight. It could take some time for an appeal to be granted.
So what happens now?
Well, we've registered our intention to appeal, but I'm afraid pressure of work's preventing me from doing any work in detail on the grounds of any appeal.
Well, how do you mean grounds?
Well, basically the facts on which we'd apply to have Mandy's conviction quashed or replaced with one of manslaughter, which, as you know, means a lesser sentence.
Does the same apply to young Beth?
Well, in Beth's case, if it was decided that Mandy was in fact suffering from diminished responsibility, and with the conviction of murder quashed on the basis of self-defense, then Beth could be acquitted of conspiracy, but not automatically.
Complicated, isn't it?
Can be, yes. You were there for the judge's summing up, Mr. Sweeney.
Yeah, well, I thought the judge was telling the jury to let them off. I couldn't believe what happened.
I mean, both the barrister and I believe the judge was on Mandy's side. He gave them the option for going for a verdict of manslaughter, and he did play up the defence case quite strongly.
So do you think we've got a chance then?
Well, I don't think we've got a chance on a technicality, but if we could come up with some new evidence. Have you had a chance to think about that?
Well, you know about Rachel and her dad. You know, she said he didn't do anything. I'm still pretty sure that she's not telling the truth.
It's a difficult one. Have you talked to her about it?
Well, I've only seen her once, but well, I didn't really think it was the right time to mention it, you know.
Yes, I see. I mean, the thing is, unless Rachel were to have a change of mind and swear an affidavit, you know, a sworn statement, there's not much we can do about it. And anyway, the court might not believe her. They might see it as Rachel changing her mind out of guilt, you know, to release her mother.
Yeah, I'd be glad if you didn't mention that to anyone, Mick. I didn't want to bring it up at the meeting last night.
Ah, of course not, mate.
What meeting was this?
Well, Mandy's on the local residents' association, and they said they were going to try and get together, see if they could help.
We've got a subcommittee going.
A campaign?
Wouldn't say that exactly. Have you got any advice as to what can be done? Anything we can do to help?
No, not really. I mean, it can't do any harm to keep the case in the public eye, you know, get some sympathy from the press. I mean, anything can help, no matter how small. Look, will you please excuse me? I've got to get back to court.
Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks.
Bye-bye. Well, I'll see you soon.
Okay. Thanks very much. Bye.
Thanks a lot. Bye. So, am I doing a aerobic session with Savvy then? Oh, no, you're all right. It's all sorted. Have you cancelled it? You're joking. I've got Christine from Leisure Centre to do it. Well, I can do it now. It's okay. Nah, it's too late now. Didn't take you long to dump me, did it? Oh, go away. You'll be back on it next time. And anyway, it's saving for me. You're paying the £6. That's not fair, is it, ripping it off like that? Oh, don't be soft. It's business. I offered her £2 less than you, and she took it. So what? Well, it's just a bit sneaky. No, it's not. I'm not like you, Casey. If I want to get where I want, I have to be sharper than the next guy. I want to get some money together and go places. I want to do something with my life. So do I, but... Then why aren't you in with me instead of wasting your time doing dance and drama? I'm not wasting my time. Oh, who says? I mean, how many girls do that and get a good job that pays good money? I mean, we haven't had many phone calls from Wayne Sleep recently, have we? I have dreams and all, you know. I have ambitions, and it isn't just about making money. I want to enjoy myself. I know you don't have to tell me that, but you won't make any money. I just wanted to get my diploma. I'm not that bothered about money. Then why did you get so flaming uptight about Christine getting £2 less than you? You're always happy enough taking the money off me. Look, I don't want to argue with you. You and me doing this business stuff, you've changed. See you later. Oh, hey, you need to go off in a huff. Oh, what have I said now?
I think I'll get changed and go get something to eat.
Why don't you come round to ours and I'll do something?
Nah, I'm sorry it's been a waste of time for you, Mick.
Hey, don't get like this.
Well, I can't help it, can I? And she didn't exactly make me feel any better.
Well, maybe the others will come up with something.
You've all been great. Look, just leave it to the solicitor. They see what happens.
No, Stin, don't think that. There's got to be something we can do. Look, why don't you go home and get your head down for a bit, eh?
Yeah, I think I will. Anyway, I'll see you later at Farnham's.
All right, sir. Take care.
Mick.
Leo?
Leo? What's up, son?
Someone tried to fight me.
You what? What's happening? What's this about a fight?
There's no need to be alarmed, Mr. Johnson. There was a bit of a scuffle. There was some name-calling and things got out of hand. Perhaps Leo could go inside for a moment.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Go inside, son. I'll see you in a minute. What name calling?
It seems it was about Leo's friend who died.
Oh, God. Can't anything be done about these lads?
They're up in front of the head teacher this afternoon. I've had a word with the head and he asked me to bring Leo home as he was so upset. I don't think there'll be any repetition of what happened at lunchtime.
Well, I hope not. At this rate, I'm going to have to move him to another school.
Oh, no, there's no question of that. The head would exclude the troublemakers rather than see Leo's school life disrupted.
All right. Well, thanks for bringing him home. I better go and talk to him.
There is one more thing. This all happened at the baths. The other lads started the skitting because Leo wouldn't join in the swimming again.
Yeah, I've tried to get him back into his swimming, but he's got a real mental block about it.
The head is aware of the problem now, and he asked if I could help. He agreed it might be an idea if I took Leo to the pool, outside scheduled school hours, with you there, of course, and we'll try to cure him of this fear of swimming.
What with you? Well, if it's okay with you, I'll see what I can fix up.
Look, I've got a free period now. No time like the present. If you're free, Mr. Johnson.
Well, yeah, if you're sure. Well, look, I'll go and get our cozzies and have a word with me part-timer. You give me a minute? And look, you don't have to call me Mr. Johnson. Makes me feel dead old. It's Mick.
Right you are, Mick.
Hello there.
Oh, hello. Mrs. Banks. Just popped round to see Mick. We're just off to the swimming baths with Leo.
Oh, right. Very nice. Well, enjoy yourselves.
We will.
I'm sorry for what I said.
You should have thought before you said it.
Well, it was only like you last night.
Oh, no, it wasn't. I made a remark about your driving test. I didn't try and trash everything you'd work for. I had to try really hard to get a place on my course.
I know that, and I'm sorry. I apologise.
You know, you really hurt me saying all that.
Well, I'm sorry. I mean, you had a go at me and all. I haven't changed. I'm just desperate to do something more with myself. It's only like you. I mean, every time I see me dad, he's always trying to help me and offer me money. And I don't want that. I just want to be independent.
OK, so now we both know where we stand. Let's just stop fighting, shall we?
Yeah, fine by me.
Right, I'll see you later.
Well, where are you going?
Just out.
Where?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't really decided yet.
Well, look, the aerobic starts in 10 minutes. You could still do it for me. I could just tell Christine it doesn't matter.
No, I don't want Christine to miss out on a £6. Let her do it.
Well, I'll pay her and I'll pay you. How's that?
No, Jack. You replace me soon enough for today's session. I don't want you doing it to this other girl as well. I'll do the sessions as long as I have plenty of notices and if I'm free. I'll see you later.
Come on, son, you'll be all right with me.
I don't want to. Your dad told me you were a brilliant swimmer. Nearly as good as Gary, you said, didn't you, Mick?
That's right, son.
How old were you when you learned? 4?
Hey, remember when you used to go to the old baths in the town with Auntie Lou? You were the only kid in your class who could swim when you started school.
Your dad was telling me that the day Gary died, he was very ill. He shouldn't really have been here. If everyone had known he was so ill, they wouldn't have let him. Now, you're not ill, are you? I wonder what Gary would say if he saw you now.
I'd probably say something like, don't be soft, Jono, wouldn't he? Or he'd say, your Gemma could do better than that.
Gemma can't swim yet. Well, not properly.
But you can, Leo. You're a good swimmer. You could teach Gemma, couldn't you?
But that's a great idea.
Why don't you just imagine Gary's watching you now? He wouldn't think much of you if you wouldn't go in the water, would he? So why not show him you're not frightened anymore? If you keep swimming, practicing, you'll be as good as he was one day. Come on, do it for Gary.
Yes! That's it, son! Keep going!
Guess what the takings were last night?
You're the money man, you tell me.
Go on, have a guess.
I'm not interested.
Yes, you are. You're dying to know. Have a guess.
500.
I'm being serious. Make a proper guess.
Just tell me, will you? Stop playing these soft games.
2,241 quid, 74p.
You what? On a Wednesday?
Straight up. Just imagine what we can do if we continue over the weekend to knock it out at £1 a bottle. I reckon we can even knock it out for 75p. What do you think?
Just leave me out of it. It's illegal.
Come on, you admitted yourself it was a success, so why don't we carry on? Look, I reckon we can get as much of this ale as we can sell, no problem.
Yeah, well, just get on with it then.
All right, I'll phone my supplier. I wonder if you can get us anything else. How much is vodka and stuff in France?
Now listen, don't be getting any more bright ideas. You managed it with the lager, now just keep it under control, OK?
All right.
Yeah, and cover for me. I'm going to see a man about a dog.
Who shall I phone if you don't come back? Miami Vice.
Less of the lip, you. All right.
I won. Oh, you're too fast for me, Leo.
Well, that's enough now, sir.
All right, I'll come and race you.
Oh, look, I'm sorry, son, but I'm sure Miss Swift's got things to do, and so do I, so it's time to go on.
Hey.
Look, if you're a good lad, I'll bring you again at the weekend, all right? Come here. You'll get cheese, eh?
Well, that's the problem solved.
Yeah, let's hope it's the start from getting over Gary, eh?
Well, it solves the swimming thing, but it'll be a while before he's completely over losing a friend.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I'd better be off. Do you want to lift back home?
Ah, no, we'll be fine.
It's no trouble, honestly.
Well, if you're sure.
Yeah.
Listen, Miss Swift, I'm really grateful for this afternoon. I don't think I'd have been able to have done it on my own.
I'm sure you would. It's just a case of having the time, and we happened to have it this afternoon. I enjoyed myself.
Yeah, well, thanks all the same. I better go and get changed.
Meg?
Yeah?
Listen, Miss Swift, will you? It's Jenny.
Thanks. Jenny.
Everything on... Aye, aye. What's all this?
What's all what?
Planning on doing a bunk to Brazil, are we?
Paying a bill.
What bill? How much have you got there?
£2 grand for the next load of lager.
£2 grand? And how much are you thinking of getting, for God's sake?
I've doubled the order, but this time he needs the cash up front.
I don't like this. Hey, don't you think you better just stick to the normal load?
After last night? No way I can sell this easy.
Oh, yeah? And what happens if this £2 grand's worth of booze doesn't show up?
It will.
Forking out £2 grand before you've even seen it. That's risky, that. Barry doesn't do business like this.
Well, Barry isn't here, is he? Look, half an hour ago, you were telling me to get on with it.
Half an hour ago, I was telling you to keep it under control.
It is under control.
It's too risky.
Look who's talking, who's taking the biggest risk? Me for selling duty-free ale, or you for dealing smack? I'll stay out of your face, you stay out of mine. Then we're both happy, all right?
I'm afraid Dad won't be back till later, so we'll have to start without him. Hi. Did you manage to see the solicitor?
Yeah.
It didn't go very well. No, don't worry, come in.
No, that's something else I've got to tell you.
Well, come through. We'll sit in the kitchen, I think, on the table.
Wouldn't be without Miss Swift, would it?
Saw the pair of you outside your place earlier
Hey,
on.
now, that's how rumours start. No, our Leo got sent home from school. A few problems. I'll tell you about it later. Hey, she got him back swimming, though.
Oh, great. I made up for him. And for you and Miss Swift.
Hey, behave, will you?
They're going to repay you. Sit down.
Oh, thanks.
Right then, so how did you get on with the solicitor?
Well, to tell you the truth, she wasn't very encouraging, was she, son?
No. And that's something else I've got to tell you. Alison, the solicitor, she phoned this morning and she told me that Mandy's got to do a minimum of 12 years.
No.
12?
Good God. But who said? Is that official?
At the Home Office or somebody, I don't know, they told the governor today. I've got to get her out of there. She can't stay in there all that time.
Hiya.
What are you doing here?
I just called in to see Sean. Is he in?
What do you want him for?
Is he in?
Yeah, hang on a minute. Sean, someone to see you.
All right, Katie, what brings you down here?
What you said the other night about the video. I was talking to some of my mates at college and they think it's a great idea. I was just wondering whether you were serious about it.
Of course I was serious. Always interested in something new, aren't we, Mike?
Yeah, defo.
I wondered if we could talk about it. I don't know how you go about the money or anything. Have you got time?
I'll make time. Look, why don't we go out for a coffee or something and talk about it?
Yeah, Brill.
All right, just get my keys and jacket.
What are you coming round here asking about that for? I bet he forgot about it.
It doesn't look like he has to me.
Look, this is just a way of copping off with him. I'm not stupid, you know.
Right, let's go. Oh, Mike, make sure you get those tapes for Tony Sykes in the post tonight, yeah?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
And do us a favour. Have a bit of a tidy up in here. Catch you in the morning.
See ya.
So, other girls like the idea then, yeah?
Yeah.
We can't just give up and leave it to the lawyers. Now, what she said about keeping the case in the public eye, you could help there, Patricia, couldn't you?
Yes, I could.
What can we do, though?
Well, we could start a petition. I meet loads of people at work.
And what about posters?
Have you got any photos of Mandy and Beth?
Yeah, I've got some good ones.
Right, well, I know people in the print business, so we can get some posters run off.
I can have posters, petition the shop, anything you want.
And I know loads of shopkeepers who put them up.
Good, now we're being positive.
Well, we're going to have to do more than that. The media have had fun on this case, so let's start making them work for us.
We could all write letters to the papers.
Yeah, we can do that, and I've still got contacts in the press, so magazines...
What about local radio?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, perhaps we could get them interested in a debate on women and domestic violence.
Do you reckon the telly would be interested?
Well, I don't see why not.
It's far more important than the rubbish they're putting on now.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to have to start a campaign with the highest profile we can manage. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be a hard slog. We all prepared to do it?
Yeah. Oh, you really don't mind doing this for Mandy and Beth?
Hey, of course we don't.
Too right, mate.
We'll do everything we can.
And I promise you, Sinbad, people will have to take notice. If we're successful, we'll have Mandy and Beth out in time for you to be at the birth.
Do you really think so?
I know so.
Brookside creator Phil Redmond will be answering viewers' questions about this week's verdict in Right to Reply tomorrow evening at 6:30.
What are you doing later?
Well, I was thinking of going out on a facial and a body scrub.
And I was wondering, shall we see if we can go to the library, get some books or magazines or something?
No,
Why not?
because we're not to make use of prison property.
It's boring enough already in here without...
Mum, if Sinbad or someone brings us in something to read, then that's fine. But that's it.
I don't see why.
Well, if we start acting like inmates, then we're accepting our fate, aren't we? We might as well hold our hands up and say, yes, you're right, we're guilty, we do deserve to be in here for years.
How's your dinner? Not great, is it? Give me Sinbad's egg and chips any day. Beth?
I'll clean it up.
Hi.
Hi. Has it been this quiet all morning?
Most of it, yeah. I kept myself busy organising these.
Oh, right.
What do you think?
Good
day.
Well,
Hello, all.
Hi.
Oh, the posters have arrived.
Yeah, the printer sent over some sample copies this morning. Well, what's the verdict? Should do the job, shouldn't they?
When do we get the rest?
Later today.
Well, we better start targeting where they're all going to be put up then, don't we?
Sorry to interrupt, but don't you have an appointment with Fear in an hour or so?
Don't remind me.
What are we do?
Keith Fear.
Our local caring-sharing bank manager.
Oh, I see.
And a man who, given the current economic climate, is becoming more frightening with each passing day.
Well, if you two are busy, I can always sort out the posters.
No, it's okay, Mum. I won't be long. If you could hold the fort here for a while, then we can get on with the campaign stuff later.
OK, well, can I take these?
Yeah, have these.
Right, we'll find out which of our fellow local shopkeepers are prepared to stand up and be counted.
Best of British.
Hiya. Hiya. What happened to you last night? Oh, my mum asked me to stay over, so... How is she? She's all right. I think she gets a bit lonely every now and again, though. Yeah. Still, she couldn't have been in that bad a mood. How come? Well, I was telling her about how being after the little car. And she gave me this. How much? 300. Oh, you spoiled cow. I know, great, isn't it? Is she going to be mobile, then? Yeah, at last. A lucky thing. Here's fancy brew. No, so I've just had one. So how come you're slobbing around here? Shouldn't you be at college? I'm skiving. Got a bit of an hangover. Oh, aye? Yeah, I was in town last night. What, with people off your course? No. On a date. Kept that quiet, didn't you? Did I? So who's the lucky fella then? Sean. Sean who? You're Mike's boss, Sean. Are you joking? Honest. So when did he ask you out? Well, he didn't really. We only went out for a drink to talk about a video he might do for us for college. Oh, so it wasn't a proper date then? Well, it didn't start off as one, no. How? Good, eh? Yeah. Oh, he's dead nice, you know. Yeah, great. Was that the Echo there? Yeah. I just want to have a look at a few cars.
So, how do you plan to squeeze this overdraft out of the formidable Mr. Fear?
I'll just have to go in there, cap in hand, and beg. So long as I tug my forelock and shed a few tears, should be okay. And failing that, I'll have to try the usual.
Quickie over the desk?
Yep.
Fair enough.
But seriously, folks.
We can't keep getting further and further into debt.
It's only a matter of time. Things will pick up.
When?
Soon.
And if they don't?
They will.
Oh, I hope so. And if not?
Well, I can't give it all up,
Oh,
no.
sure, you won't have to, but if 3 or 4 months down the line we're still losing hand over fist, we'll just have to cut our losses.
Oh, thanks for that, Mick.
Yeah, no sweating.
Glad to see someone's on our side. Ron Dixon refused point blank to have anything to do with it.
All right, sir.
Hi, Jean, you all right? Oh, you've had the posters done, brilliant.
What do you think?
Oh, they're great. The girls will be made up with them. I'm just off to see them now. Just gonna get them some sweets and stuff.
Well, not from Ron's, I hope.
Yeah, why?
He wouldn't have anything to do with it.
Well, the miserable I'll get. Oh, well, I'll go to the garage then. See you later.
Oh, give my love to the girls.
And mine.
OK, will do. See you later.
Bye.
Hiya, Carl.
Ah, Carl. Could I prevail upon you to put up one of these posters in your club?
Yeah, no problem.
There. OK, thanks. Bye.
See you, Jean. How's life at the club then, Cal?
Sounds.
Nice one.
I've got it running like clockwork. Barry's not going to know what's hitting when he signs up. The profits have gone through the roof.
Don't know where my place for a month, do you?
Anytime, mate. Hey, listen, I've got to grab Max.
OK, later.
Max? Hello? You off the restaurant?
Yeah, soon. I've got to head into town first.
Are you busy?
Busy enough.
Do you need a hand with anything?
What's brought this on?
Well, it's dead up there. Nothing needs doing, so I thought...
You fancy a spot of dishwashing?
Well, no. I was going to see if you wanted your bar sorting out.
What way exactly?
Well, I've come up with this new system at the club for sorting the stock out and that. It's working a treat.
Really?
I thought I could do the same at the restaurants.
I don't know, really.
I've revolutionised, at least.
I'm sure you have, but...
I've sent the bar takings through the roof.
Seriously?
Honest.
When you say a system...
I mean something that's guaranteed to put a bulge in your wallet.
I'm not sure.
What have you got to lose?
Or perhaps you could run me through the system to see how it all works.
In graphic detail, mate.
OK.
See you in then.
As long as it's as good a deal as you say it is.
Right, I'll see you at the Grants in a bit then, eh? Look, I've just got to go and make a couple of quick calls. I'll see you.
OK, fine.
Well, it's not long to visiting time now.
No.
Nice to see Sinbad, weren't it?
Yeah.
I wonder how he's getting on in the house all on his own.
I don't know.
At least that's one thing to be thankful for.
What?
We're together.
Yeah, I know.
And that's another reason for not rocking the boat too much, because we don't want to give them an excuse to split us up.
Well, they might do that anyway. I mean, it seems weird that they put us together in the first place.
Well, I hope to God they don't, because I wouldn't want to be away from you.
No, me neither.
It's all done.
Thanks, Mum.
Right, I'll just go to... Do you know, I don't know what would be worse, going to the toilet in the same room as my daughter or a complete stranger.
Hey, take it easy.
Not alone. Hello again.
Hiya.
Looking for Leo?
Not exactly.
I think he might have gone by now.
Well, actually, it's you I came to see.
Oh, here I am then.
I don't feel like I thanked you properly for helping Neil with his swimming and that, you know.
It's my job.
I don't remember many teachers sticking their neck out for me like that when I was a kid.
All part of the service.
But it's much appreciated.
My pleasure.
So, these are from Leo and from me.
There was no need. Thanks a lot.
Anyway, I better shoot.
Listen, I was planning on treating myself to a quick half a lager before I head home to do my marking. I don't suppose you want to tag along?
Look, thanks for the offer, but I've got to get back for the kids, and I've got a pizza parlour to run.
Oh, well, maybe next time.
Yeah, sound. See you then.
Thanks for the chocolates.
Yeah.
Hey, girls.
Oh, hello, it's good to see you.
And you. No kiss. Is that it? Come here. You okay? I've left a big bag of stuff with the garden, shampoo, chocolate, the lot. So how are you?
Okay.
You getting plenty of treatment for there and there?
Oh, well, I haven't needed any treatment.
Hasn't the doctor been to check you out yet?
No.
Well, as long as you're all right yourself, eh?
Yeah.
And the first sign of anything dodgy, scream the place down.
Right.
And how are you, Fatty?
Well, I'm as well as can be expected. When we're fed on slop and locked up 24 hours a day.
That bad, eh? Well, look, I know it's easy for me to say, but if you can just be dead brave for a few more weeks, I'll get you out of here one way or the other. We've got a campaign going. You should see the posters. They're up all over town. And we've got a petition. It's only that old Nazi Ron Dixon who's refused to sign it so far.
What a surprise.
And there's the appeal. Read any news?
Not yet, no.
Well, the solicitor did say it'd take time, didn't she? So, while she's busy with all the paperwork, I'll be plastering your gobs all over the city.
But keep on us, won't you?
Of course I will.
Because that campaign's one thing, but the appeal's our only real hope of getting out of this place.
Not necessarily.
It is. And we've got to fight for it all the way because we shouldn't be in here. It's wrong. We've got to get out, Sinbad. We've got to.
What's he doing? Clearing the space.
Why?
So I can put this new system into action.
Hang on. Into action?
Yeah.
Well, aren't you going to talk me through it first?
Sorry, I thought you wanted me to give it a trial run.
No. I didn't
Come
mean
on,
for
I've
you...
shifted loads of stuff now.
Oh. What for?
Wait and see, you won't regret it.
All right, well, I'll be upstairs if you need me.
Well then.
Where you going?
Well, I thought I'd give you guys some time alone.
You're all right, now.
Yeah, don't be daft.
No, I'll be all right. I'll go and sew a few mailbags or something in my cell.
Well, take care of yourself, okay?
Yeah. I'll see you soon.
Yeah, you definitely will. All right.
See you later, Mum.
She looks tired. terrible, isn't she?
I wouldn't say that.
She hasn't eaten properly or anything.
Well, Beth's made the strong stuff, you know. Once she gets over the shock of being in here, she'll get her act together.
It's not fair then, is it? A young girl with a brain like her stuck in a prison cell.
No.
Just wish they'd locked me up and left her to get on with her life.
But when we win this appeal, you'll both be able to get on with your lives.
If we win.
When we win.
Cheers, Donald.
What's all this?
What's it look like? Don't suppose you fancy giving us a hand?
I didn't know the brewery were making a delivery today.
No. Good job.
Not usual stuff.
Much better gear, this.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it is. I just don't remember ordering it.
You didn't?
Did the delivery man say about a change of brand?
No.
Hang on a sec. What do you mean, I didn't?
Order this stuff.
Sorry?
I did.
What?
I ordered the beer.
Well, you've only been here an hour. When did you phone the brewery?
It isn't from the brewery. I've got my own supplier.
You've got what?
I'm doing the same at the club.
Yes, but I mean...
Listen, next time you do them books, it'll put a smile on your face.
Look, we have a contract with the brewery.
Yeah? Well, just tell him that you're not shifting as much ale as you like. That should fob him off.
Look, I'm not trying to fob anyone off. Have you any idea what they'd do to us if they got wind of this? Apart from ripping out the furniture and the fitments that they paid for, they'd probably sue the living daylights out of us.
This is top deal, mate. Trust me.
No. I'm sorry, Carl. I'm sorry you're going to have to take all this back to the suppliers. I'm not interested. But who is he, anyway?
Some bloke.
In the trade?
Not exactly.
Meaning?
Well, he just takes his van over to France and fills his boots.
You mean it's illegal?
Kind of.
Good God, what are you trying to do to us?
Make it a few bob like I've done for Barry.
You know, I do not believe this. Look, nice try, but will you please just get rid of it?
What?
Lose the beer.
How?
I don't care, just do it.
I've done a deal.
You haven't paid for it, right?
No.
So what's your problem?
Well, am I going to shift it?
Well, you'll have to find a way. What about your dad's car?
Well, he's at work. He's on late. Look, why don't you just give it a go, eh?
No! The brewery will close us down. I will go bankrupt and my children will starve. Now, just shift it.
How?
All right, listen, just get it out of the way for now, right? Just stack it and cover it up, and then first thing in the morning, you arrange transport and you get it shifted. Got it? What are you waiting for?
Be getting booted out in a minute.
I'm going to give my love to Rachel when I get home.
I'll try.
I'm going to give them some money for me.
Who?
Crosby's for Rachel's keep.
Yeah, no problem. Time to go time.
Yeah.
See you soon.
Oh, I love you.
Same here. Don't worry. Get you sorted, okay?
Seen anything interesting?
Yeah, there's an A-Reg Fiesta I quite like the sound of.
I can come and have a look at it with you if you want.
Oh, sound. We could go tonight and then head into town for something to eat.
Oh, well, I can't tonight. I'm seeing Sean.
Oh, must be love.
Oh, don't be soft.
Yeah, well, let's just hope he's not the leader of some mad cult, eh?
Jackie,
Sorry.
he's not like that in our bedtime and he's all right.
Oh, glad to hear it.
Look, we can go and have a look at your Fiesta tomorrow, eh?
Maybe, yeah. You can fit me into your busy timetable.
Oh, don't be like that.
I want not being like anything.
I am allowed to go out on a date, aren't I?
What are you talking about, you divvy?
Well, I'm just saying, that's all.
Okay, so you're going out on a date with Sean, fine. There's no need to make a big song and dance about it. I'm not. Come down here.
Not you again.
Yes, afraid so. How did you get on?
I didn't.
Oh, what did Fear say?
A great big no.
What is it with us and banks today?
What?
Oh, nothing. So, he turned you down for that then, eh?
Just like that. We've lent you quite enough money, Mrs. Farnham, so thank you very much. Now go away and get on with it.
Brilliant.
Yes, it's one 12-inch Hawaiian with extra pineapple. Yeah, I got that. When you calling in for it? Okay. Won't be long. I'll see you later. Bye.
Excuse me. What are you doing sat there like one of losers? Shouldn't you be out signing people up with that partition of yours and getting them poor innocent girls out of jail? I've not had a chance to put my name to it myself yet. Have you got a biro on you?
No.
Well, that's no good, is it? You can't expect every Tom, Dick and Harry to be walking around carrying a pen on them all day now, can you? Shall I go and try and borrow one from Ron Dixon? On second thoughts, the owl's skin print. He probably charged me for it. I'll try you making the pizza parlour, eh? You have brought the form out with you, haven't you?
No, I haven't actually.
God bless us and save us. Talk about lapsadaisical. Well, go and get it and I'll hang on here for you.
Julia, do me a favour. Just leave it, eh?
Oh, charming. I'm sorry I spoke.
So, what's the next step then?
Find a good loan shark? Whatever happened to Kenny Maguire?
Suppose we could tighten our belts for a while.
God, you sound like Kenneth Clark.
He couldn't tighten his belt to save his life.
You know, there is another idea I've been toying with.
Oh, yeah?
Putting Alice into nursery for an extra day.
Well, that'd cost even more money, wouldn't it?
Well, not necessarily.
I'm sorry, I'm not with you.
Well, if it meant that I could devote an extra day a week to getting this place up and running, it would be a false economy not to.
Yeah, if you did.
If?
You sure you don't want the extra time to work on freeing the Jordache too?
No, this place is my priority.
So, you're not going to get carried away with the campaign then?
No.
Because quite frankly, we do have a lot of things to worry
Yeah,
about.
I realise that.
Then why are you shelling out for posters on Mandy and Beth?
I told you I won't get carried away, but I want to be involved.
I can hear the alarm bells already.
What does that mean?
I can just see the bionic social worker in you, rearing its politically correct head as we speak.
Thanks very much.
Well, I'm sorry, but I'm not having my daughter packed off to nursery so that you can hang upside down from a motorway bridge, spray painting feminist claptrap for 6 months.
Do you know, Max, sometimes you get me so wrong. Yes, I want to help with the campaign because I happen to think that Mandy and Beth should be released. But do you really think that I'd give up all that time with Alice just so that I could go on some crusade? I suggested the nursery because I'm desperately trying to think of a way to make this place work. Because I want it to be a success so that you, me and the kids can have a better life. And because, to be honest, if it goes under after all the effort we've put into it, it'll just break my heart.
Sinbad. You all right, mate? Here a minute, eh?
Hiya.
Aye. That's what we owe the pleasure.
Hawaiian, extra pineapple.
Was that you on the phone?
Yeah.
Should have said.
Sorry.
Here's my mate. This is Miss Swift, one of our Leo's teachers. That's my mate, Sinbad.
Jenny.
Pleased to meet you.
Pleased to meet you.
Pizza's ready now, anyway.
Thanks. How much do I owe you?
This one's on the house.
Oh, no.
I insist.
Well, thanks. Again.
There you go. See ya.
You know that drink I promised myself? I never did get to the pub. I don't suppose you're clocking off in the next hour or two, are you?
I am, yeah.
Oh, good.
I planned the night in with the kids, though, you know.
Fine.
Do you want me to babysit?
No, you're all right, Sin. I'm sorry.
Oh, well. Bye, then.
See ya.
Yeah? Since when have you been knocking women like that back?
Since women like her happened to teach me son. A bit too close to home there, Sin.
Yeah, fair dues.
So how was Mandy?
She's all right.
Yeah?
No, she's terrible. Beth's even worse. They're trying to put a brave face on it, but the pair of them look wrecked. What's wrong, you know, Mick? They shouldn't be in there. We've got to get them out.
And we will, mate.
How?
We've got the appeal, we've got the campaign.
Yeah, well, certainly hope something does the trick soon. Because if they've got to stay in that place any longer, it's going to destroy the pair of them. And me and all.
Well, next tonight, Mick Jagger, David Bowie and Elton John lead a chorus of performers and friends telling the story of the girl from Nutbush, Tina Turner. And over on ITV shortly, there's Dangerous Lady.
Hello? Oh, Alan. Hi, how's tricks? How's the brewery trade treating you? What, today? Yeah, sure, just let me check my diary. Hello, Alan? Sorry, my mistake. I'm afraid today's a bit of a non-starter. How about tomorrow morning? Yes. Oh, great. Right, I'll see you then. Bye-bye.
How are you, Dave?
Hello, Rosie. I'm sorry to bother you.
No, come in.
All right, Davy. So what do we owe the pleasure, mate? Well, I was wondering if I could pick your brains.
Well, you might have a job finding them, like... Oh.
Don't suppose you're au fait with the subject of information technology by any chance?
Well, Leaders is at school, like, but apart from that...
Oh, is the lad about?
No, he's still in school.
Ah, I was hoping for a quick briefing.
What's the problem?
Well, it's about young Rachel, actually. She's in the middle of cramming for her exams, and I'm doing all I can to help. But when it comes to the contemporary curriculum, I'm afraid I'm rather at sea.
Well, do you want me to have a root in his room? See if he's got any books knocking around?
Would you mind, Rosie? Thank you.
OK.
So, how's life as a surrogate dad, then?
Oh, it's hard work, but...
You getting there?
Hopefully.
Good on you, mate. You're a braver man than I am.
I wouldn't say that.
Hey, bringing up two of my own was more than enough for one lifetime.
Oh, any joy?
Well, I found these. I don't know if they'll be any good to you.
Well, they look just the ticket, Rosie. That's marvellous. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Well, I better head off home and bone up on them, hadn't I?
Rather you than me.
Yeah, best of luck.
Thanks a lot. See you later.
Yeah. See you, Dave.
See you, Davy. Do you think he even begins to realise the problems they could have with that girl?
Oh, I don't know. Let's just be thankful it wasn't us that got lumbered, eh?
Carl? Carl!
All right, I'm coming. I was on the bog then.
So,
What's the problem?
you and your illegal haul of Teutonic booze.
Oh.
Is that all you can say? Oh. I thought you were going to get rid of it.
Yeah, when I got the chance.
Then why is it still stacked 6 feet high in my kitchen?
I've been busy.
So what?
Well, I haven't sorted out how I'm going to shift it yet.
I don't care. I've just had a phone call from the brewery rep. He's coming round to the restaurant to talk business. And when he sees your job lot of Baron von Bank's Krautlager stashed in my kitchen, that's me finished.
OK, I'll bring it back here.
Oh, no, you don't. No. I've already told you, I want it out of this place as well.
No.
What did you say?
I take my orders from Barry, and I reckon he'll be well into the way I've set this up.
Listen here, you piggy little... I am Barry's partner. You are Barry's gopher. Now, in his absence, by my estimation, that makes me your boss. And as your boss, I am telling you, in no uncertain terms, that if you don't go round to that restaurant right now and lose that lager, this time tomorrow, you will be signing on at the Dole office.
Only have to say please.
Come in.
Good news. Managed to borrow a couple of tomes on IT. So give me an hour or so and I may be able to lend a hand.
There was no need.
No. I was welcome an opportunity to expand my intellectual horizons.
It's about as interesting as watching paint dry.
Well, you let me be the judge of that, right? Rachel.
Yeah?
I don't want to disturb your work, but there's something that Mrs. Crosby and I felt we ought to ask you about.
Fire away.
Well, it's about your mother and Beth. Apparently, Sinbad visited them in prison yesterday, and we thought you might want to talk to him about it.
Why?
Well, thought perhaps you might want to know how they were. Look, if it's a touch awkward, we can always have a quiet word with him on your behalf.
No, thanks, but...
Well, it's just a thought.
Hello? Hi. Is Mick about?
Oh, no, sorry, you just missed him. He's out on a couple of deliveries.
Oh, well.
Well, can I give him a message?
It wasn't anything important.
Well, who shall I say called?
Jenny Swift. I'm one of Leo's teachers at the comp.
Oh, right. Oh, I'm Sarah Banks, Mick's right-hand girl.
Pleased to meet you.
So, do you want to see him about Leo, then?
No, it's just a social call. We've got quite pally through the parent-teacher meetings and stuff, so Mick said to drop in if I was in the vicinity.
Oh, well, tell you what, why don't you hang around? You won't be that long.
Do you mind?
No, I was just going to brew up. Do you fancy one?
Thanks.
Ready, Fred? Let's have your letter. Please.
Dad?
Hiya.
What?
Can I borrow your car?
Nope.
All right.
Hello, Mum. How's your day been?
Please.
What for?
It's important.
So's me car.
Have a word, Mum.
What do you need it for?
Well, I've had a stroke of luck. Someone's offered us some cheap ale, and I reckon I can make a few bob on it. But I need the car to shift it, and, well, I need to store it in the garage.
Oh, so you need me car and me garage?
I'll make it worth your while when I flog the stuff.
Don't be soft. Eddie.
What, knock off, is it?
As if it's bankrupt stock.
One scratch on that pig.
Cheers, Dad.
What's he like?
Don't ask me.
Right, see you in a minute.
Why were you off?
Round the pizza parlour to do a spot of grovelling.
Oh, aye. Who to?
Sarah. Mo's cried off the darts team. She's got the flu. So, we're stuck for a player, yet again.
Well, you must be if you're asking her.
Everyone else has turned me down. Someone's got to make up the numbers.
Well, if she's got any sense, she'll tell you where to stick your darts.
Which side are you on?
Me own.
See you in a minute.
There you go.
Thanks. So, how long have you worked here?
On off, the best part of a year.
And when you say you're Mick's right-hand girl?
I mean for slides and pizzas, nothing else.
Just wondered.
Why?
Professional interest, that's all.
Nah, Mick's not my type, I'm afraid.
Hiya. Hi, love.
Are you eating pizza again?
No, I just wanted a quick word.
Oh dear, what have I done now?
Nothing. I was just wondering what you had on next week.
Nothing much, why?
Don't fancy turning out for the darts team, do you? Well, you don't have to. It's just, Mo's let me down and
We're going to be short otherwise. Really desperate.
All right, so you've asked everyone else then, have you?
I didn't mean it like that.
No.
Is it a big game?
Oh, sorry. This is Jenny, mixed mate, and this is Rosie, me,
Her kind of, semi-ex-mother-in-law.
We've already met, haven't we, Mrs. Banks?
Yeah, nice to see you again.
So, what's this about darts?
Well, it's just a normal match, but you know they get a cop on if you don't pull a full team out.
To be honest, I can't really afford a night off from this place.
Fair enough.
I've been known to throw a mean dart in my time.
Yeah?
So, if you're desperate.
Well, it's only a kind of local team, you know, just mates and that.
Well, Jenny is mixed mate, doesn't that count?
Just tell me where and when.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, it's the Leaden Pool in Belvale, next Tuesday, 8 o'clock.
I'll see you there then.
Great.
Right, thanks for the tea.
What about Mick?
I'd better make tracks. Will you tell him I called?
Yeah, all right. See ya.
Bye. I'll get some practice in.
It's okay, I'll get it.
All right, Rach.
I'm just going out to anything for the shop.
No, thanks.
Excuse me.
Sorry about that, Sinbad. Come in.
Hi, Jean.
Hello. Take a seat.
So,
Fred, Rachel's just gone AWOL.
Oh, dear.
how's she keeping?
Not too bad, really.
How are Mandy and Beth?
They're okay. Is Rachel asked after them? Shall I take that as a no?
Fred, you'll have to for the moment.
She needs time.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm being on Mandy's behalf. She asked me to give you this.
What?
It's cash for Rachel's keep.
No, really, it's...
No, there's no need.
Please take it. It'll make Mandy feel that she's still got a say.
Thank you.
No, thank you. For everything.
It was nothing, Sinbad.
Well, God knows where she would have ended up without you.
Well, let's hope between us all we've managed to keep her on the straight and narrow.
Yeah. And if you don't mind, I'll make the cash a regular thing.
If that's what Mandy wants.
Yeah, it is.
Fine.
So, Rachel hasn't asked after them at all, then?
Afraid not.
There's no point in asking whether she's shown any interest in moving back across the road. It's not going to happen, is it?
I don't think so, no.
Trouble is, Mandy's still kidding herself that she's going to come round.
Can't see it, old son. Not in the short term, anyway.
Well, what's she going to do, then? I mean, she can't stay here forever.
Well, perhaps not forever.
Look, given the situation, do you think perhaps we ought to come up with a more formal arrangement?
How do you mean?
Well, make it official that Rachel is resident here. Use this address for school, medical records, passport, whatever.
Oh, I don't know.
Does seem the most sensible option, you know.
And it wouldn't do her any harm to make her feel that she really belongs somewhere.
That's not up to me, though, is it? I mean, that's a decision Mandy'll have to make.
Surely she wouldn't object.
To what? I mean, being told that our kid is virtually up for adoption with the people across the road.
Oh, it wouldn't be like that.
We know it wouldn't. But if I have to go up to that jail and try to explain to Mandy what you want to do, I mean, I bet she'll see it that way. I'm telling you, it'd break her heart.
Hi.
Ah, so you've just missed.
I don't know. Anyone interesting?
You might think so, yeah.
What are you on about?
Does the name Jenny ring any bells?
Jenny Swift, our Leo's teacher.
Yeah.
What did she want?
You've had the sound of it.
You what?
She was telling me all about how pally you two are getting.
Ain't know what she been saying.
Oh, not much. Just that you're bosom buddies.
Oh, hardly.
No.
Look, I've been to see her in school a few times, but that's it.
I believe you, Mick. Thousands wouldn't.
I can't fit any more in there.
Well, better get your skates on, come back for the rest.
Well, can't we just take your car, fill that up?
Sorry, no.
Well, what about this brewery fella? I thought he was due in a minute.
Oh, didn't I mention it? I rang him back and told him to put it off till tomorrow, just in case.
So I've just...
You've done as you were told, like a good boy. Now, go on, off you pop. And listen, don't forget, when you've finished here, I want you to go round to the club and shift the beers from there as well, right?
Hi, love.
Hello.
Not exactly even in here, is it?
No. Can I help you with anything?
I don't think so. I just fancied a nose.
Fine.
Hello, love. How you keeping?
All right, thanks.
Have you heard from your poor mother?
No.
Oh, must be terrible for you, all this upset.
Yeah.
Still, at least there's people like the Crosbys kind enough to take you in off the streets, eh?
Hmm.
Like something out of Little Orphan Annie, isn't it?
Hey.
Hi. Are you following me?
That someone else has had you bitten off?
Not exactly.
I'm afraid this lot's all a bit too arty-farty for me, love. Give us a shout if we start stocking cheap pegs.
Will do.
Don't say a word.
Okay.
Have you got any writing paper in there?
Yeah, what about this stuff?
Oh, yeah, brilliant. I'll have a couple of pads of that then.
Yeah, matching envelopes.
Sure, yeah.
So, no need to ask who you're writing to.
Nope.
How are they?
All right.
And the baby?
Well, Mandy went for one of those amnio whatchamacallits the other day, so we're just waiting for the results on that.
Any news on the appeal front?
Nah, but it's early days, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I'm popping in to see Mum later, so we'll sort out a plan of action for the posters.
Great stuff. I've just been around there myself, actually, talking about Rachel.
And?
They want to make her stay at the bungalow permanent.
How permanent?
It sounded to me like they practically wanted to adopt her.
Oh, God.
And I'm not being funny, like, but at their age, taking on a kid like that with all she's been through.
Well, you don't have to convince me of the risks.
I mean, they've been brilliant, but...
Well, maybe I should have a word with them, see exactly what their plans are.
I don't know what's for the best anymore.
Need a hand?
Well, that was good, Simon. I've just finished.
Oh, I'm sorry, lad.
I'm knackered.
So what are you planning on doing with all this lot, then?
Hey?
I'm gonna get a pitch down at Stanley Market.
Yeah, good idea.
But, in the meantime...
What are you doing?
I'm taking me cut. Half for the car ride, the rest for the rent of me lock-up. Cheers, son.
Good night, kids. See you in the morning. How's the petition looking, Sin?
Hang on. Just under 300, that's not bad.
It's a start, isn't it?
Yeah. I think I'll have a little go in town. That should bump the numbers up.
Good thinking, mate.
So I don't know where I'm going to send it. So that's something to do, I suppose.
Yeah.
Anyway, you must be sick of my ugly gun.
As if.
Well, I'll get off then.
You don't have to go, Sin.
Well, I've got things to do.
Such as? Exactly.
Was there anything good on the box?
Usual rubbish.
Ah, well.
How about a game or something?
Nah, I don't know.
Come on, battleships.
Well, whatever.
Yes, I haven't played it for years. Let your head down for a change, eh?
Yeah. Go on, then.
I'll get some paper and a pen.
Okay.
Hi.
Hiya. Oh, hello, darling. Rachel, your bath's from.
Oh, thanks. I don't remember anyone running a bath for me when I was at home.
Paid no attention to her. She was spoiled rotten as a child.
How is she?
Bearing up.
And what about you two?
Oh, we're fine. Have you come to talk about campaign tactics?
Amongst other things, yeah.
Sounds ominous.
I was talking to Sinbad earlier on.
So we.
I know. He filled me in on your plans for Rachel.
So, what do you think?
Was it true?
What?
That you're hoping that she'll become a permanent fixture here?
Yes.
Well, in that case, I think you're making a big mistake.
Why?
Because in the final analysis, she's not your responsibility.
Not in law, perhaps. But morally, given the circumstances, I think she is.
I don't see that at all.
And what do you see, Patricia?
I see my mother and father, who should be relaxing into their semi-retirement, being saddled with God only knows what kind of problems.
Rachel's not a problem.
Not now, no. But once the full impact of what's happened sinks in, who knows how she'll react.
So that means we should turn our backs on her?
No, but have you thought this through?
Why don't you think it through, Patricia, and then tell us what you think might happen to Rachel if we did ask her to leave?
I'm not saying just throw her out. Just look at the alternatives.
Which are? She goes back to live with Sinbad, a move, by the way, to which she's vehemently opposed. Mandy gets released from prison, and everyone lives happily ever after. A highly unlikely scenario. Or more probably, she ends up in some dingy bedsit, alone, at 16 years of age, and a prey to every lowlife and sleazy character that happens along.
So, that's that then.
We appreciate it's us you're thinking about, but we can cope.
And we are not going to abandon that poor girl.
Right. C3. Battleships, you jammy get.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, you know what it is.
Yes, do you fancy another?
At the door.
Hello.
Hello. Sarah said it'd be okay to come up.
Well, she said you come around before.
Yeah, I was just passing.
What, before or no?
Before.
You want to come in for a bit?
Thanks.
Right, sir.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. Right, well, I'll get off then.
I thought we were playing best out of 3.
Well, I think three's a crowd, don't you?
Well, I'll see you tomorrow then, probably.
Yeah, oh, probably, yeah. Ta-ra.
Bye.
See you, Sid.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to ruin your game.
Ah, no sweat.
What were you playing?
Battleships.
Oh, I used to play that with my dad.
Oh, right. Sound. Look, I hope you don't mind me asking, but why are you here?
Sorry, it's a bit embarrassing. I've just been for a drink at that club next door. La Luz, is it?
Yeah.
I was in there with an old friend. Haven't seen each other for years. Anyway, to cut a long and boring story short, we arrived in separate cars, and as we were leaving, I'd sent it back inside again to go to the loo. Well, we said our goodbyes, so when I came out again, she'd gone. Fair enough, except I then found I'd run out of petrol, and I didn't have a bean on me.
So you need a loan?
Just a £5, otherwise I'm stranded.
Yeah, we'll find me wallet. Sorry about this. I can't find my wallet.
Is this it?
Yeah. Thanks. Right, you sure that'll be enough?
Plenty. I don't suppose you've got a petrol can I could borrow?
Yeah.
I'm parked outside the club, so I'll have to fill the tank by hand.
Okay. Oh, there you go.
Thanks. I'll pay you back as soon as I can.
I just give the money to Leo.
Okay. Night then.
Yeah, see ya.
Thanks again.
Yeah, you drive safely, eh? Bye now. Hey, Sarah, did you see Jenny across at the petrol station?
Don't think so. She just got straight up, didn't she?
Are you sure?
Yeah? Why?
I don't know. I mean, 1 minute she's after petrol money. The next thing she's off like a shot.
Well, the video, Brookside, The Women, is still available from the usual retailers. Coming up next on 4, advice from film director Ken Russell on how to shoot the perfect wedding video in iCamcorder.